I forgot how to do this shit. So
Hey, we here.
this is about it.
Hey.
That's it, people. I forgot how to do this shit. I'm sorry. I apologize.
They'll be all right
Uh,
without the little intro. They'll
yeah.
live.
Well, all right, people. First and foremost, I will not be talking about what happened this weekend. Will not. Will not entertain it. Will not get into it. No, I will not send you a video if I have one. No, I will not tell you what happened. No, I will not do. I will not make a video to tell you how I feel. Uh, it just,
We will say
just,
prayers for everyone
yeah,
involved.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is, people. I mean, uh, it's just a respect thing. Yeah, Bill knows. Bill knows. So, with that all being said, how was your weekend?
Amazing. What did we do? We did something this weekend, didn't we?
I didn't know you was out here. He's chilling.
We was chilling, he says. So that's a good weekend.
He's chilling. That. What did we do this weekend?
I don't remember, man. I got too high.
I got well Thursday, Friday night we went. We were at H Town, and
What up, man?
what's up, bro? And I'm a big wimp now with the cold weather and shit. Limpy's wearing pants and hoodies and everything. Limpy had on 4 hoodies and some long socks, long uh, long johns, sweats, uh, and 4 hoodies, just to get high. That's what I would do that's what I did to just get high.
You need one of those electric coats.
And I found out about them this weekend. I think Patrick told me. He goes, they make electric jackets and stuff. I was like, get the fuck out of here, for real.
Yeah. Phil has one. He swears it's amazing. I have to probably
Well,
get
they're
one.
fat boy friendly though. The problem.
I don't know. That's a good question. It's a Milwaukee coat, so hopefully they know what's
No,
up.
that's what what's his name told me. Do you want me to go ahead and bring Mr. Ed on?
Yeah, let's get our boy up in here.
Gang, gang.
Poor Dolphins fan.
Whoa. That's beyond us. We're not talking. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, in
Those dudes
Indiana.
are murdered.
They're for real. The real deal Holyfield. How's it going tonight, fellas?
Good.
We good, man. We good.
Rolling weeds right as we speak. So
Nice.
pretty good.
That's what I was trying to partake.
People,
You pulled me in.
if I go outside and smoke a joint, then I'm just letting y'all know it's all over for me. So right now we're gonna hit this CB. Well, I don't know. Chuck got it for me. On tilt. The CBG.
Yeah.
Oh,
CBN,
really? That stuff's really good for you.
Yeah.
or whatever
Really
it's called.
good for you.
Little combo. What is it? A mellow? What?
I don't know what it is. It is it's supposed to be for pain.
Hard to get.
Yeah.
Chuck sent it to me in the mail. Appreciate Chuck.
Yeah.
We'll smoke over. We're one day at a time here, bro.
Shout out, Chuck. Hell yeah, man. Well, I just want to say I'm glad to see the smoke show back in action. Smoke back in the air. And
yeah, me too.
It's kind of cool to see you guys back at it. I know we've had some off time. We kind of haven't been back since the live episode there at War in the Woods, but I brought these couple ideas to you guys, and I'm kind of happy you guys ran with it. I think that the guest tonight will be very interesting, and we can all pick his brain. I know a lot more, obviously, about him than you guys do, but I kind of want to sit back and let you guys go at it and see what you guys ask him and chime in if I need help. But hopefully this goes good, and I've got somebody in the helm for maybe next week. And I'd like to have maybe a little, maybe not every week, but a winter series with you guys. And maybe rotate from racing to smoking to racing to smoking to whatever it needs to be. But I'm just happy to see the smoke show back. And I know the chat is too. Make sure you guys go like, share, subscribe, follow Limpy, Jasper on all the social medias. Check us out every Friday, wherever you listen to your podcast at the E's and B's podcast. And with that, folks, you know the drill. Go for it.
You may go ahead and bring him on.
If you like,
Okay.
yeah.
Here he is. Here he is. Or at least whoever's in there. What's going on?
What's up, guys? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check in the mail. I already took a hit off this motherfucker. God
Hey,
dang.
you're starting off right. I like it.
So since I know this gentleman, I'll kind of do the introduction here. Jasper Limpy, I'd like to introduce you to my GM, the head man at the house, the head man in charge, the guy that has a lot of good inspiration and things going on up north in Colorado at the Green Solution. Introduce you guys to Taylor, Jasper, and Limpy.
How you doing, Taylor?
Good.
What's going on, man?
Appreciate you having me on. I'm an avid listener of tons of podcasts. Definitely one of Ed's, obviously, as well. But definitely I was checking out y'all's smoke show and everything. So it looks like y'all having a good old time. Wish I could have made it.
That's what it's all about, man. That's what we just have, bring some people on, smoke a little weed, and talk some, some people out there are pretty informative on this stuff.
Do we just do that
You
now?
know?
Do I just spark this up to fit in? Or how's that
Yeah. What are you smoking on tonight?
I got a little it's a Keef infused joint here. So
Oh boy.
How we talking?
I know, right? So
Matt over there putting nothing in his.
Yeah, right. Hey, CBD and CBG is very effective as well. There's plenty of uses for that. So I hear you. We got plenty of that too.
We rolled up at H-Town this past weekend. He didn't put an Easter egg in there, but he put what the fuck was that? He put like a needle in the cone, and that's how much it was about. It was about, well, we had king size cones, so it was probably about half that cone. And well, let me just tell you, it got us right now.
That's fair. That's probably an infused. There's probably an infused little cone they put in there, so that'll do it. I promise.
Yeah, and that was after everything, so we were just chilling, and the news rolled up on it, and we were like, no, we're just security here for the weed factory.
I have nothing to do.
No, just hanging out.
Yeah, up to the moon, infused pre-rolls. Good Lord. Patrick brought me some. I think they were infused. Are the infused ones or the little ones? They're like half grammars or something.
Sometimes it depends on what it is. We have
His is from New Mexico.
Has a, kind of like a quarter gram infused joint, but it just depends. It can be that small, yeah.
I can smoke one of them by themselves, but the one that what's your boy up there, Jasper in Michigan, that always has them little infused joints with him, the gray-haired dude.
Mikey Positano.
Yeah, I can't smoke about half. I can't smoke about half one of them over there, and I'm in the moon. I'm on the stars now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's
Big
up there.
Usually, War in the Woods has some good ones too. Hey, there's Mikey right there. Look at that. I swear we're in a simulation.
And that's kind of part of the reason of this whole thing here tonight is, as you know, I live here in Colorado, work at the dispensary here in Colorado, but I go home a lot. And when I go home, one of my favorite things to do is smoke some of that Michigan weed. And I kind of wanted to compare and contrast a little bit tonight of what I've smoked and the comparison of what Taylor knows. And then, of course, obviously the King OG up there, Jasper himself. So that's kind of what we're kind of guiding towards. Jasper, I got to say this. War in the Woods last fall, not this year, but last year's fall, I think was one of the first times you had brought out to me and mentioned permanent marker. And I know for a fact I had been at my job for 4 years or whatever it had been, and I had never seen that strain come through the door. Taylor steps in. We get a lot new third-party companies that come in nowadays. And, man, I'm telling you what, there's 2 companies now that's probably one of their most popular strains in the last probably 6 to 8 months on this side. I know for a fact that up where you're at, it's kind of burnt out already, huh?
Yeah, it's getting there. Right now, it's kind of all over the place. There's not really a hot one. I'd say Permanent Marker is still probably the hottest one.
Well, yeah, anything candy.
You know,
I think
it's just
a heavy
a lot
yoder
of
too.
candies up here right now. So for us in the beginning, which is funny, is all the stuff our group of people grew all came from Colorado.
Like that.
So we have a buddy who moved from Michigan back when Colorado, when they first got legal, and he went out there and started working with Colorado. So we got super lucky, and we were getting like cuts, not seeds, of like wedding cake that went to Jungle Boys. And I mean, that one was Jay Breezy, but Colorado had his hand on it. So we were getting it all through Colorado. But yeah, almost all our stuff, our really good stuff for a while there came from Colorado still. Like strain wise.
It's a lot of the, like you said, a lot of the breeders and a lot of the cuts will, come from there. And then it depends on like the heavy yoders. Like you said, Permanent Marker is a heavy yoder. Runts, like right now, I feel like Runts is taking over the Colorado market. It's just it's so easy and like I said, heavy on the production. So that makes sense that they'll cross with them for sure.
It was GMO before that, and then wedding cake,
little mixes. Yeah.
No, and then how long? So for you, Jasper, how long you been like? You just been around the industry? Or have you been involved in it at all?
Involved in it the whole way through. Like right now, we have an outdoor grow. What's that got? It's like 5 acres. I don't even know. Bunch of people tearing down plants right now. That'll all get turned into oil. And then there's a ton of indoor grows too, and then a lab. I ran the lab, really was probably what I did the most of over the last 10 years. I mean, ran some stores just because I don't know how it is in Colorado, but in Michigan here when it started, most of the people that had stores, like to just put this in simple terms, were just drug dealers their whole life.
Yeah, totally.
So like one of the first stores that I like started working for was I went in and was hanging with my buddy who owned the store. And I happened to be there when it was like they were closing down. And everyone just grabbed the money out of the till, separated the ones, put the ones into a brown shopping bag, and then threw the rest of the money in a bag in the back that the owner would grab. And like, I watched all this go down and was like, so like no one does an end of days here. You don't start with an amount in the till and then count that down to know if these shady dudes you have hired are stealing or not. And they just looked at me like, what do you mean? Because they'd never had jobs. So they didn't understand any of this. They just rented a shop and got this going and had no clue. So like that first job was, they kind of asked me and I said no, because I was making a ton off just growing it and not doing much and spending time with the kids. So I was like, no, I don't really want to do something right now. And then I felt bad after like 2 weeks. So I started working for them and showing them end of days. And that's when I walked into the back and saw they had like a wall, I would say 20 feet deep, 10 foot high, of brown shopping bags filled with ones. And I was like, what the hell is this? And they're like, we don't really like ones. I was like, what? I was like, you can't do this. Like, and they're like, well, at that time in Michigan, none of the banks would take our money. If you even went in and it smelled like weed, you could be only dealing with $1,000. And if it smelled like weed or you did, they wouldn't take your money. So it was like, geez, so my brilliant idea was, well, let's pay everyone. We'll pay them $75 more a week. Whatever their check is, we'll tell them we'll give you $75 more if you take it all in ones. And he's like, no one's going to do that because, like he was rich his whole life. So he didn't understand that $75 to some of us is $75. So I was like, they're definitely going to take this. And sure enough, they took it and we slowly got the ones taken care of and then treated it right. And eventually the banks let us start. putting money in there. So it kind of solved the problem. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're still even dealing with that a little bit. It's funny though, because it's like even brown paper bags, like even drug dealers are more organized than that. Like, what are they doing back there? But like you said, it was the green industry. We always say out here that like Colorado was kind of we were flying the plane while we were still building it, kind of thing.
yeah,
And so that's even to this day we're still having some things that pop up where like it's a black and white rule, but it's still gray, and there's no real like clear legislation. It's pretty crazy. So I've seen that as well over here for sure.
yeah, it was a lot of fun in the beginning. I don't know about you guys, but it's super depressing here to see it bottom out. Like right now, the prices are so low, which makes it kind of don't make sense to me that every single thing in this entire world has more than doubled in price, and weed is more than quadrupled in bottoming out. But
Yeah, and
I think a lot of it here is big business can afford to do this, and they're slowly trying to push all of us out. Like way back in the beginning when we started doing this, one of the first things I said to everyone and just repeated it over and over again is get done what you think you need to get done, because there's no way in hell they're going to let us do this forever. They're not going to let us make this much money. Big business will come in and they're going to want this money. And no one, tons of us didn't listen. Some of us did, like that's why, half of what I have now is bought from that time period, just because I knew at one point I'm not going to make this much money anymore. I mean, we kind of, tried real hard to make other plans and get involved in the legal side of, all this other stuff, but which worked out, but not everyone got to do that. And it's just depressing to see how low it is. And I didn't know if that's kind of how it's going in Colorado too.
Yeah, totally. And I mean, so to give you a quick background, I've been in the industry for going on almost 10 years. I spent the first 6 or 7 with a different company, came out here in 2014 and like helped them kind of open that up. And then we were one of the biggest multi-store operations in Colorado. So we were thinking like that was the turn of the tide. Like you said, it kind of boomed through the late 2017, 18, 19, 20. Really what really messed it up was COVID for sure. We got everybody got stipends first off, right? So like everybody has free money. They're sitting at home, nothing to do. So then everyone's spending money. That causes people to produce more facilities, get more grows, more stores, and then like now, obviously the stipends are gone. So now you're looking at 22, 23, and I think that the industry thought that the market was going to stay up here, and it was previously down here. It's going to land somewhere in the middle, right? Like that was just the peak. I think we hit it. And that was the peak. And then, like you said, obviously Michigan and a few others getting legal. I think it was like 2019 for you guys. That's huge. And then for us, it's been tough to watch too, because aside from, so there's a market oversaturation, prices drop, too many grows. You could throw a rock in any direction, hit a dispensary in Denver. And so it was just like, it was too much. And then now everyone's kind of dropping out. And like you said, it's really only the multi-state / big boys who are going to really survive. But like you said, the biggest struggle they're having now is the market itself is just oversaturation across the states. So now there's multiple states that are legal. Canada's legal. It's not, the lures kind of wore off. I know Ed can attest, like even 420 is not quite what it used to be. It used to be a whole shebang, and everybody like gets outside in the parks and they're all just chiefing and celebrating and free concerts and all that. That's kind of died off. So you kind of combine all that in, and like I said, it was up here. It's kind of down here. I think there's a middle ground somewhere. But it's only gonna be the big dogs that survive. And so that said, me and Ed are fortunate enough, like our store is doing pretty darn good overall. Yeah. In a market where it's struggling, our store, even feeling slower, like our one store does probably more than most stores do in a week, and we do it in one day kind of thing, because we're still just between the prices and the quality and the selection and all that. But
what do you think about some of the people possibly aging now? Like
aging out.
I kind of feel like the younger generation isn't into weed much as our generation was, and I'm wondering if we're, obviously whenever. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think you nailed it. I think that it's a generational thing. I think one of the biggest thing is for us. I'm sure all of us can speak on it. We like to do things that our parents tell us not to do, and so like now that it's legal, it's a little bit of that lure of like, oh, this is taboo. Like I'm from Alabama originally. I got in this industry not the same way that most people do. And, I had my connections and all that. And so like, I love that aspect of it, but once it became legal, I kind of saw even my friends kind of being like, oh, it's just now they're just monetizing it. So yeah, a little bit of that for sure. And then I do think this generation, I don't even think it's as much alcohol that they're into, because even out here that's kind of down. It's just social media they're addicted
Way
to.
down.
Yeah.
I'd say this. We have more new clientele over the age of 50, 60 years old than 21-year-olds.
Hey,
And we're in
Hey,
a
hey,
college
hey.
town.
I resemble that remark.
Hey,
I didn't say
hey,
anything
Limpy, you
about
get a
you.
discount at our store, bro. Don't worry. We
Yeah.
got you.
I call it the good
I
guy
ain't
discount so I don't get beat up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I grow my own. Speaking of, you should see them plants that I got from Stank. I just flipped on the
Yeah.
flyer. Good Lord, they're gonna be some mammoths. I had
Yes.
to I had to
Nice.
pull
Yeah.
out the gorilla.
That's
I've had to pull out the gorilla grow tent for this one.
Yeah. Homegrown is
I
still
showed you those,
some of
didn't
the
I,
best.
Taylor? Those are
Yeah, you did the
those
pictures.
plants
Yeah,
from
those
yeah.
phenomenal, dude. Yeah, and there's a comment about Florida. Yeah, Florida. That was a state that we were in as well, and we dropped out of it. The cannabis did, because it's just tanking. They went. See, what Michigan did right is they literally actually had a tour from Michigan's MED department, either their form of it, years ago, and they came and kind of evaluated how we did things, saw how we did it, and I even saw that you guys. I mean, you're like Michigan's top 3 in sales of all states now. Because I think they did it right. Florida's a good example of doing it wrong. They only allowed certain oils, edibles. They weren't allowed flour. You know, it's all medical related. And I think there's a medical people, and then there's the people that want to just keep it recreational fun. And Florida took it the wrong way. So I think that's why they're still failing for sure. But homegrown is still some of the best. You get you don't have the regulations that you got to worry about, some of the things that we do, but you still can control your own pesticide, your own nutrients and all that. And then, you get to care for it yourself, which matters.
It's not legal here in Texas, so I
Yeah.
still
Yeah,
grow.
obviously, you don't grow it there. Yeah, you grow it here and then
Yeah.
visit. And
He
smoke.
does
Yeah,
his,
yeah,
he does
yeah.
his beauty in Mexico or somewhere else. Yeah.
I grow in Mexico, yeah, and then
Yeah.
bring it up.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Shit, I'm sitting there looking right at it right now.
What for you guys in Michigan? What do you think is the biggest concern? Do you know if you guys have what's called like a 280E tax, essentially the tax and bracket that's on every sale of marijuana? Do y'all know if you have it?
Well, we have quite a bit of taxes. We just got added a 24% tax for the manufacturers of it. Yes, they are at the beginning of the year.
Wow.
Is when that 24% goes into effect, which has people kind of feeling all sorts of ways. There's people that believe that are like, oh, this will bring the black market back up because the black market could keep the prices at what they have right now. And obviously all the stores are going to have to raise this at least 24% to make what they're making right now. I don't know. It could go a couple ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be
It
the
could
biggest
end up-
hurdle. It makes it essentially almost like unsurvivable for an actual small. You have to be a multi-state, investor.
Right now,
type.
it's still unsurvivable because what's going on is a town issues so many licenses, right? And then a couple big business come in. And then, man, I almost said it, the C word. But I can't say that. That'd be bad. So like a bunch of people come in, some of the big business or, like group together people do okay because they're just losing money and it don't matter. They have money to lose. And then the other ones struggle until they realize this ain't working. Then they sell their license to a buddy or something or someone else that now tries this same theory and still can't. And then they figure out 2 years in that this isn't really making money. So then they sell, and this keeps repeating so far.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to run out of people that buy it, or enough people are going to know you can't make money doing this, and they're just not going to do it. And there's always a few that grandfather in. Like I use Jungle Boys a lot when I explain this. Jungle, some things right, some things wrong, whatever. Everyone's opinion on them, but they grow really good product. Whether you like their strains or not, it's grown almost as perfect as you can get. And so they built like a little niche following. So like, even though they're not big business, they're probably going to survive because they ended up with a cult following. So like all our state has a few of those too, you know, that like everyone's just like, those are the boys, you know, you got to use them or whatever. So like a few people that aren't big business will survive probably. But other than that, like it's going to come down to like big business in the end. Like you're just going to have a Walmart of weed.
Yeah.
And then that's when I actually think the black market might turn around because big business will never put the care into it that they're supposed to. They're just going to continue to have, which is what happens in all of business. They're going to continue to pay someone to tell them how to save money. And every time you save money, you're probably losing a little bit of quality or a little bit of care, or you're hiring worse people, or you're firing people and running less than you probably should. All these factors, which, like I said, happens in almost every form of business there is.
Agreed. I mean, I think
that's why the quality of stuff just.
I see you rocking that Queen Sugar cookie. Okay, I see you.
There you go, Kenny.
100%. Yeah, no, and I think that's the biggest thing here too. Is like you said, it's going to be. I always kind of relate it more to like the tobacco, where it's like you're going to have, like I'm sure years and years ago there was tons of American spiritual, like, or I guess even smaller. Now you got your like a Marlboro, you got your Camel, you got those are the ones that could survive the ebbs and flows. I think that's what is going to end up being for this market too. It's going to be who can survive, and like you said, that's going to come with the corporate cutting corners, cutting quality, cutting like storage facilities, like all that stuff, growth techniques. They're going to find the cheaper nutrient, a cheaper something, and eventually either the market's going to demand the black market back, or they're just going to the par level for weed's going to be back to just mids and Reggie Bush again, which is not what we want. So.
Yeah, or everyone switches to oil or carts or something, which
I think is the other problem is that, and I've got nothing wrong with dabs and concentrate and pens and all that, but like a 21-year-old trying marijuana for the first time, taking a rip of a 92% distillate,
hold on,
they're just they're like freaking out and thinking about what they did in second grade and all that. They're like, "This isn't fun." I'm like,
believe it or not, I did that. I did
Raj and gummies.
I did that after like not smoking for 30 years. I took a hit off a 95% pen and at a Jelly Roll concert. And it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was not. It was. Yeah, I was seeing shit that I thought I shouldn't see.
Exactly.
But we good now.
So like the first time I saw dab, my buddy Jeff Barry, who owns Best Buds, so he's really good friends with Adam G. Do you know Adam G, the glassmaker?
Yeah.
So he ended up in Colorado too, but he's from Lansing, Michigan originally. So like that's one of our buddies that we used to go to his backyard, and all the people would be blowing glass and shit like that. So he has like huge connections with those dudes. So we were always the hot store in Michigan because we would get what was hot from you guys. Like, so Jeff had oil, like BHO oil in a dab rig before I would say almost anyone in Michigan. Like it is super possible. He might've even been the first person in Michigan, like doing this. And me and Kyle went over to his store, and you would walk out and go to this apartment he rented next to it. And that's where we would like burn down. And we go up there, and this dude heats this rig up, and I'm looking at it like, are we like smoking crack? Like, what the fuck are we doing? And so we did this dab. Well, back then, we didn't know the fucking temps and shit. So we're like throwing it on this thing glowing red. You want to talk about getting high and like wondering if you need to go to the hospital because you can't stop coughing for like an hour and a half. Oh my God, it was so bad. So yeah, like imagine 21-year-olds not really knowing what they're doing stuff like that. At least I had been burning an ounce a week at that point or more, before I did this dab. I couldn't imagine not smoking for 2 months and that be my first thing is this way too hot dab.
Totally.
With way too much in it. Like
my first dab was at War in the Woods. I almost rode down the fucking hill. I did 2 of them. The first one was good, and then the second one fucking did me in. And it was bad. It was old school. Dude had like a box full of glass, and then the old torch and the flower deal where I can't remember who it was, but
I think it was Ethan from Michigan.
I can't remember, but
Oh yeah,
man.
Ethan, gambling Ethan.
You're gambling, Ethan. Yeah.
It was. I was fucked up like my checkbook.
I've been telling Taylor for about a year now that he has to come to War in the Woods. So
Yeah, it's a good
hopefully he'll
time.
make
I don't know,
it.
but I made it my mission. This next one I go to, like the party's coming back. I'm sick
needs
of
to.
this. Everyone's passed out. And as soon as it's done, everyone disappears. They're
No,
going to be
here's
Well,
the
real
two
bummed
problem.
with me in
two.
The
the
parties
spring.
are on two sides. There's the party down on the hill where you're at, and then we've all been partying the last 2-3 races up there at the corner. And I think that's the problem. Is we're not meeting in the middle. You know what I mean?
Well, if they move that return road up top, I'm parking next to you guys, like right up top.
We
Yeah.
probably won't be if they move that return road, we probably won't. He'll probably kick us to the fucking tip.
Yeah,
Bill.
that's who I got it from, Robert. I
Well,
can't
shit.
remember.
Why would spots change? Other than me demanding a
Robert.
spot because I'm
Robert busted my cherry.
I don't want to
Yeah,
cause no
right.
problem. That's the whole thing with us is we always come early to help
There
you
ain't no
guys. You know
problems.
that.
Everyone wants to still be on the bottom and shit. I guarantee it. All the one piece, like you
I don't know.
can't park those big rigs up there. They don't fit. So like all those
No.
people that would,
I wish he would
bitch or
gravel
you're
that.
worried
If he would
about-
gravel some more of that or pave some of that, he could do that up there for those.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
you
that
know,
road that you pull in on to park on that hill, it's not long enough for like the Preston's rigs, for Ryan's rigs,
Right.
for they can't even pull in and fit. The trailer would be across the road.
well, I'm thinking like down there
So
where
all
the
that'll-
VIP section is, you know what I mean? If he was to gravel and pave some of that down there, that'd be perfect for them guys. That way that's an easy in and out for the big ass rigs. And I said it this time, I know nobody wants to hear it, but what he needs to fucking do is pay someone to go out there and measure out spots, spray paint them, mark them, whatever he's got to do, number that shit. And when a tractor or whatever comes through or a trailer comes through, you get a ticket and it has a number on it, and you're going to that spot unless you are designated, like you said, for a Preston or whatever, to that over there. I bet you that place would be a lot cleaned up.
He did really
But
good.
that's a lot
this
of work.
last one.
He did. It wasn't chaos in
The
my
last
opinion
one,
at all.
he didn't have me park as many people, and it went way better.
Well, I think a
I'm
lot
too
of people didn't also like take advantage as much as they did usually back in the day.
Yeah,
Like,
because Jeff was standing there, not Jasper.
and that they also didn't come in when the gate was actually closed and nobody, you know what I mean? Like they actually stayed on the other side this time.
Yeah,
Well,
because I think
amazing how early
Julie
you show up
stepped to her P's and Q's on keeping the gate closed.
Yeah, which is good. I mean, if we're gonna play the rules, then we're gonna play the rules, and I don't mind it. Like we're okay to do it too. But
Yeah, and
I
if
just-
we're gonna play games and stuff, let's start in the morning and not in the afternoon. If we're gonna do a joint day
Another thing that
for
I
every
think would be
birthday,
a smart move
Well,
and
is
then
it's-
do 40-something years,
Here's the
40-something
deal.
years old.
It's Dustin's birthday in the spring every time now, and it's your birthday in the fall. So we go. We have no
Hard.
choice.
Yeah, we can't start
What if
start
we
at like 3
started
o'clock in the
earlier
afternoon.
on Saturday?
What?
Like, I'm in favor of the race starting earlier on Saturday so it don't end at 5 in the morning.
It's still going.
And this is coming from someone that don't care.
Yeah,
I'm staying there no matter what. You know?
It makes it hard on me. I mean, look at the spring. I didn't get to watch the final because of all the crap and all that. It stretched out into Sunday, and I had to fly home. And you know, that's the risk I take. But I don't know. My uncle and my dad say that every year. They complain about the late start on Saturday because they already know that they're not going to watch the end because they're too old and they're going to go to bed by the fucking second round.
They're in bed by 10 o'clock.
Fuck, I don't know if they made it through the first round in spring. I'm not shitting you. It was that bad. This time around, I did see my dad and my uncle stay up later because we had a lot invested with Dustin, and we were so proud of him, and we wanted to kind of ride that out.
So awesome.
Best part was
One of
though,
my favorite
we
memories of War in the Woods.
you know, we go through that whole shit show of everything the whole day, and Dustin whoops ass, takes the money, go up the hill.
Oh yeah,
They ain't nowhere to be fucking found. I'm like, they stayed up to watch it, then crashed. but still cool.
I mean, you guys were chain smoking joints and a little bit of whiskey and Fireball. I mean, I'd be right there with you, passed out. I ain't gonna lie. Like I wouldn't be.
Well, they had it
You
all
know
up
what?
there on the main stage. They had it all.
It's conditioning, and you
Conditioning.
just got to come. And once you come once, you'll never want to not come again. And the next
All
time
right.
you come, you'll be in better condition. Ask Limpy. He knows. We got him conditioned, huh? Jasper conditioned about 1,000 people one year when he filled the whole entire trailer full of smoke off of his nice leaf blower bong he had created there.
Jeez. It's like
That
you
thing
get high
works
one way or
sweet.
the other. Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely a good time.
Yeah,
Definitely
dude. I remember Callie, Nate, Eric, and Rank were like in the motorhome next to us, dude. Come out the next morning and they're like, dude, everything we own smells like weed. And I thought they were probably going to come out at one point because we were playing high-low and there was
Oh, was that when
45
That's
What's his name walked?
Team Meatball. Team Meatball's down there.
Yeah. Is that when Meatball walked in and was there for like 2 minutes and made like $1,500 and then turned around and left?
Yeah, he took $1,500 from Pablo in like 2 minutes and then walked away.
Pablo said, "You better leave right now because I ain't. You win again. I'm gonna kill
Pablo's
you."
scary, so you don't look scary. That's
The
one
dude's
of
been
those
on the
dudes,
first
man,
48 twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he looks
He
like
was on the very
nicest
first 48. So I mean, that tells you
have-fun
something.
dude ever.
That's another thing, Taylor. That's another thing that's cool about it is like even if you're burnt out on racing or don't really care, there's so much other shit you can do there all weekend. I mean,
Oh boy, there's Mufasa
there's-
in the house.
oh shit.
We should get him on here, and I bet you they can collab a lot.
Yep.
I'll send him a
Because,
link. We'll see if he'll jump on. He
Jeff,
probably
I
wasn't
think if I'm
watching, so we
if
don't
I'm
even know
not
what they're talking
mistaken,
about.
who they're talking about, Taylor. Jeff, I think, was tied in with Laser Cat people. Is where he got some of his formula from.
Yeah, that's
Colorado.
Adam G.
Yeah, but no, there's people, Taylor, that will fly in from like Texas or drive in or whatever, and won't even.
There's
watch
people
the race.
driving.
They'll sit in the back and roll dice and play cards the whole weekend, and make 3 times as much money as maybe some of the pots.
Hell yeah.
What was that one dude they flew from? Was it Amsterdam or Germany or something?
I think was it
What's
Amsterdam?
that? I think it was
Oh,
Amsterdam.
no, there's Australians, there's Amsterdam. I mean, it's
Speaking of Australians, my buddy and them my Australian buddies were here for a week, so
Were they?
they were at H-Town, and I had lunch with them today after the doctor's appointments, and he's going to SEMA. They're going to SEMA they fly out in the morning. They got SEMA and then some other stuff, and then they're flying back. They've been here for a week and a half.
I was say I didn't know if they were staying for a long time or just a short period.
Usually they stay here for like 2 or 3 weeks, but they're going to see different stuff this time. So,
Hey, you know what? One thing Taylor likes in the racing world that kind of intertwined our friendship as well is Taylor's really into drifting.
oh yeah,
He likes
Yeah, I was
drift
gonna say,
racing stuff.
I love me. I grew up kind of drag racing initially, and but I mean, I was the guy in the Honda Civic that was looking at the Mustangs and the Corvettes, going, man, I wish. And then somehow got into the drifting world, and then ended up getting like a couple 240s. I actually stripped one of them out and put an LS1 with the T56 in there. That was pretty cool, and it was a fun time. And I competed in a couple drift competitions in Atlanta and Huntsville, and it was awesome. But that was that's the import world. So I knew I was like, if I start talking imports on here, I don't know if I'll get, shunned or canceled.
if you're having fun, who gives a shit what it is?
Yeah.
No, we have
It's
the
on a
world's
moped.
most powerful Mini Cooper.
Hell yeah.
And then used to work with Audis too. And then I'm pretty good buddies with the Clonex guy. And I know he sponsors a couple of the drift cars.
Yeah, they got a good setup over here at the Speedway. I've been telling Ed about that. I'm like, I went to a Colorado drift event like last year and thought about buying me a little something just to try and throw in there and see what I could still do. But yeah, they have a pretty good following. They get it's sanctioned. They get a big turnout and all that too. So it's fun. Do they ever intertwine the worlds for you guys, or is it strictly drag racing, strictly, you know?
Well,
Well,
we got a
we had
burnout
a
pad and
drifter
everything
at
at our track that I run.
Hell yeah! And then
But I
Jasper,
and they
want
do it
to
up here.
put buy the property next door and put a drift pad in there. But it's like a lot. It's like 250 acres.
Damn.
That's a big plot of land.
You could build on that though and just live down there. Shoot.
Yeah.
On the
Uh-oh.
whole thing.
he said, "Screw all-wheel drive." That's for rally racing right there. That's about all you got. After going to that figure eight event with Ed and seeing how many damn people were there, I mean, it was crazy. It was just like a random, I don't know what was that, a Friday night or something?
Saturday night, Colorado National Speedway, regular 3/8 mile track. You know, your Saturday night show. It did have a special figure eight, which had some of my E's and B's veterans that came from Indiana to race. You know, but what's crazy is I grew up in that world. That's how I got into racing, was the roundy round part. And where I come from in Indiana, they have the fastest banked quarter mile asphalt track in the world. And I was always into racing. I moved out here, got into racing, and kind of just fell into the two. And now it just, I don't know. Every once in a while, I'll go out there and watch a roundy round, or I'll go to War in the Woods. It's kind of cool. But that's my bread and butter. That's where I first started from, and it's over the years it's died out now. Back where I came from in Indiana, you can't fill the stands, not even their big races. But out here, I mean, they have 5 classes every Saturday, and they rotate, and it's fucking packed every
The place
week.
is packed.
Every
Yeah.
week.
And the concession prices. I got to tell you, Ed, did I mention that?
Yeah, I know, right? It's not like your fucking football, you know, your Colts or your
It
Cowboys.
was like $6 for some tenders and fries, and a drink was $7. I was like, I've never seen this before, not in 20 years.
It's a cool little jamming place to go to.
Absolutely. From Winchester.
Anderson. Winchester's not a quarter mile. It is one of the baddest tracks around too, though.
You live your life a quarter mile at a time.
Look how short I am. You know the answer to that.
I live my life.
Hey, nothing wrong with fast and short, dude.
I know. That's what I tell the old lady.
I made a living off of it.
I was waiting for it. Do y'all, you guys ever come out here and come to one of these any of their events or make a trip out here?
I got a buddy. I've
never been
Ed, and I got another buddy that lives up in. Where does he live at?
Who, Chuck?
Yeah, he used to live in.
He was in Springs, but now he's more west, right, or east? I don't know.
Yeah,
he's somewhere. He
lives out in the sticks somewhere. He's my weed giver too. Whenever he comes, he usually brings me a zip, a pre-rolls.
Hell yeah.
And them pre-rolls, man, they got me through. They got me. Weed was about the only thing that was helping me sleep. I mean, still, even right now, even when I went to see the doctor, I told them I wasn't sleeping, and they still said they got to get with something or another. So I guess it's just me just gonna have to get high to sleep, which I have no problem with.
Yeah, it's better than the alternatives, right? That's what got me on it to begin with.
Yeah.
I was addicted to Tylenol and PM and Sleep Quill and all that.
Yeah, none of that shit's working for me because I got a bad kidney. I mean, liver, and I can take 1,000 milligrams of gummies and then smoke joint. The joint's going to fuck me up.
Yeah,
more than the. Yeah.
I think it's because the gelatin's having such a hard time processing through your system. That's what I think.
Yeah, that and the liver is what kind of converts it into the second form, and so like if you're not converting it, if your liver's not,
that's probably why he's not feeling. That's what I think. I could be wrong,
but it's also the gummies too. But I think some of the liquids and the candies,
chocolate,
are a little bit.
We got to get you some of that LSD, and not that LSD, although that too. But
oh boy.
There's some of that in Indiana.
I believe that.
I took it the last War in the Woods. Yeah, my dad and my uncle probably has that. I don't know.
I believe it. Probably still put it back together. But yeah, Buzz D is like liquid solventless drops, and they're like these little tincture drops that are like really potent. And so you can just take a full tincture, drop it in something. And every time I talk to somebody who says they don't, metabolize, they don't convert it, they take that home, they come back, their eyes are still red, and they're like, "Bro, I am so high, I'm still high."
Shit, I'm willing to try anything, bro.
I'll
You
give
don't
you some.
understand.
I've seen he's had some RSO.
Nice.
Obviously,
RSO don't do shit to me
gummies.
either.
Yeah, this stuff will get you right.
Yeah, I mean anything that's like gummy or RSO or that really don't, I don't know. That doesn't do nothing.
Let me ask you Taylor and Jasper. Like I was just thinking about that. What do you think about chocolate with him? Because obviously chocolate processes opposite of the gelatin. Maybe that would set into his system differently, right?
I can see that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it can. I think most of it's just how your liver processes the THC.
Right.
So
Well,
I
that's what I'm saying.
I
I think the
LSD
gelatin
stuff.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
rosin versus distillate versus resin versus pure oil.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
Mm-hmm.
I think the bonus for you saying that you can take RSO and it doesn't do anything, if you ever have complications and have to take a gram a day for 90 days to try to beat cancer, you're going to be awesome. Where like when my mom had to do that, it was like debilitating for almost 20 some days before she built a tolerance to where it was somewhat functionable.
Right.
Otherwise, it was 4 hours awake, 20 hours of sleep, like for 20 days.
I mean, I would at least I'd handle a 20-hour day. I don't know if I could lay in bed for 20 hours, but well, I guess I can if I did it. I did it before, but
then again, if I know it's going to extend my life, I guess I would do about anything too. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, you can take it rectally, so you can take it rectally, and it doesn't go through your liver. So, like, you can take a gram of RSO up the butt, and it isn't going to do much.
Tell you what, Ed, you can prop up and drop these straight into Limpy's rectum. No, okay.
I'm out.
I even spread my cheeks for you, dude.
Mike Honcho.
I'm out on that one, man.
Let's shower that week.
We'll give you the rosebud. I'll show you the rosebud.
Listen, Patrick likes to camp with you, so I'll leave that with you guys, and we'll just stay in our campsite. All right.
They used to make suppositories. I'm sure I could find one. I'll send it to you.
Shit.
See how that works.
It would probably sell, to believe it. You know what I mean? Like, honestly,
it did.
He knows.
Swayze.
Oh man.
Well, no, I'm excited to see what y'all's market does, especially Jasper, with y'all having a little bit of cahoots. You sound like you're on the right side of things. This is a weird time, dude. All I gotta say is hang in there, especially in general with this industry. Just ride it out through this weird economic situation we're in. It's going to plateau back to like a more feasible spot, but like you said, it'll be the big dogs that survive. Unfortunately, mom and pops can't afford it. They're gonna have to kind of sell out, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But you guys, it sounds like by how y'all approached it, again, you took the right kind of field survey, saw what you could get out of it, and made the point where you guys were top 3 out of all states. So that's saying something, right?
Like another thing that a lot of people aren't understanding, and this is like a problem with small tire too. There's all this debate of like the cars are getting too crazy, or that's why there's all this debate on why the turnouts are a little smaller than they used to be. And there's all this debate on why the weed stores and the black market ain't doing as good as it used to be. And I feel like no one ever says, hey, the economy is trash. And racing cars and smoking weed isn't a necessity. It isn't food. It isn't gas to work, So if you have to cut something out of your bill, and I understand a lot of us car guys have a good amount of money, so we haven't been really cutting a ton of things out. So like we don't see this same problem as majority of the population, but as just keeping an open eye and understanding and having friends and family and everything else. So like I shoot photos also, like senior photos, family photos, weddings, crap like that, advertise. All that's dropped off too. Once again, not a necessity. But if you go by the tire store is going to tell you, I don't know, we're doing pretty good. because you can't go without tires. Eventually the cords show, they pop and you crash, but you still have to get to work. So then you replace it. So like, I think a lot of people aren't seeing that in small tire, it's I don't have 600 and some dollars for tires, for fuel, for buy-in, for, $2,000 for the weekend like I used to. So now I pick and choose 6 events to go to or whatever instead of 15. And like I said, I'm not saying everyone's doing that. Some people have no hurt from this economy. They're, just moving right along.
Yep.
And they're probably like, well, it's the cars that's causing the low count. No, it's money. It's people don't have the same amount of money, or your dollar don't get you as far as it used to. So you're just not going to as many things. You're not, instead of buying an ounce for the week, you're buying a half.
Mm-hmm.
Like I believe the markets in weed, photos, racing, all that would change if we could go back 6 years to what your dollar was worth compared to what it's worth now.
Yep.
Like if we're talking about, so we had Hartshorn this weekend where they raced, and one of my all-time favorite events, we went to, what was that? That was like 6 years ago when me and Jeff went, way early. I think it cost me $650 in diesel fuel to drive there and back. 19-hour drive. Or,
that's not bad.
Yeah, I think it was like $800 or something. Right now, that's a $2,000 trip, just in diesel. Just in diesel, not meth, not tires, not buy-in, not room and board, food, everything else. Like, that's how much that trip went up just in fuel. Like, so now a trip that me and Jeff were like, who cares? Let's go, load up, we're out, is now like, well, do I go to that one, or do I go to that one a little closer and go to another one 2 weeks from now? And like I said, some people just don't bother. Majority it is, especially in a class that was way more blue collar than Pro Mod or RVW, where they're probably not seeing the same fall off because,
well, most of them guys got money anyway.
Yeah, they're rich.
Oh, hell yeah. When you show up with 2 stackers, 3 cars,
I mean,
motors,
and they're staying there all week long testing.
Yep.
For $100 a fucking test pass.
They've got 10 people on their team. Yeah.
No, for sure. Those people aren't seeing that problem. But in small tire no prep, those aren't the type of people, or majority of the people doing it. So I think same with weed and same with photos and shit that's not a necessity. You're pinched right now.
Agreed.
People are like, you know what? I'll just take the family photos with the phone.
Yep.
And the phone takes decent photos. Like, coming from a photo guy, no, it's not going to have that sweet Hollywood effect some of my photos have. But it'll have a really good, natural, nice photo
that's free.
That works for free. Like, I don't even hate on them. I get it. Like, I've been in those places in my life. Like I say all the time on here, I used to eat Little Caesars Hot and Ready's because I could eat that twice a day for $5. That's how broke I was at one point. At one point, not even a lie, I think I ate Hot and Ready pizzas for like 2 months straight. It's literally all I ate. I literally ate, and people will say, no, you would die. No, you won't. I've done it. I drank alcohol, smoked weed, and ate Hot and Ready's. Now, yes, maybe in that 2 months, 3 or 4 times I was somewhere and they offered me what they were eating, and I was like, fuck yeah, it's not pizza. But so like, I get how this gets that way, but
no, you're right, man. You nailed it with the expendable income is down. It's just down right now. I'm in the personal training field. That's completely dropped off, like pretty much just like trade skills and then essentials like marijuana and alcohol, which, like you said, it's still deemed essential, but to some people, like, it's just extra. So
but even still, like, their amount changed. They're now saving their roaches they were throwing out the window, so they make it an extra 2 days and buying a quarter less or whatever it is. But I can promise you, when it comes down to feeding your kids or smoking weed, they're going to pick feeding their kids 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10. There are shitty people out there.
We would hope, right?
That's a given. Humans, but you know what I mean? So like, that's a huge part of it that I feel like so many people overlook and try to find some other reason for why this is going this way. And it's just as simple as people don't have as much money as they used to.
And it's the same thing with the, pushing higher end products like 710 that Ed's got. You could buy that or you could buy 4 cartridges of some, crappy distillate that'll get you through 2 months, And it's like, and so then we have uppers being like, hey, push these higher end products. It's like people are broke. They want the bang for the buck. That's just what they want. I got college kids. We got families, So it's a weird time. That's another part of the market.
Jeff's on here commenting. I sent him a link. He won't get on, but whatever. So when Jeff was originally running Best Buds, I honestly would say for a good 3 years or whatever, it was all about high end. The people literally walked in and their first words, being in a store was, "What's the best stuff?"
Yeah.
Didn't even ask price. I don't need to know the prices of these. What's your best stuff? Give me an ounce of that. And now it's got down to what's the cheapest stuff.
But they want it cheap, but they want high percentage.
What's the highest testing for the cheapest price? That's the number one thing said.
You know what, my buddy? Sorry to interrupt, but
like majority of your customers want the best shit, and now it's went to so few people come in. It's almost a shock when someone's like, they walk in and you tell them, "These are our deals." And they look at you like, no, I want to know like what the best shit you got. Oh, okay. Well, let me. Hell yeah, this has been sitting here
Patrick
forever.
was getting top shelf shit for like $38 a fucking ounce. I'm like, God dang. I mean, it was fucking. We smoked some up this weekend. It was decent, but I'm thinking myself, top shelf, $38, motherfucker.
You still have people that
buy a pound of that motherfucker.
They'll bring that back still and complain that it didn't get them high enough, or it tasted weird, or they got a headache. Like it's a different world for sure.
Like we got.
You could tell with fresh cut. It was fresh cut too. You could tell it was kind of earthy, but you could tell it was fresh cut.
Ed, did you take a dab yet? I'll spark this up if you take a dab over there.
Yeah, I've been dabbing. Been hitting the pin too. So.
We out back, so y'all know what's up.
Oh yeah. I've been hitting the pin all night, this whole time. Been rotating from my habit to my goods. One
to the
other. Hey, I know one thing. These two knuckleheads probably don't remember, but I'm gonna bring it up before we get too far away and close this thing down. What's the questions? Do you guys remember the questions before we cut out tonight on him?
Oh shit! You got a worse strip club story?
Yeah. So you want to tell like a strip club story real quick?
Your worst one that you can think of.
That got Jeff to jump on real quick. Yeah, so I mean, my quick one would be, I got out here. It was pretty early in my couple of years of being out here. And me and my friends went out there. It's my wife's birthday. We all go in there, and then we're coming from Alabama, so he's pretty not used to the altitude. He's pretty wasted, and we're all doing our thing. And I look over there and I look at the table, and he's got his like head down, and I look, and he's got the money from the table in his mouth, from like where the ladies. Oh shit! In his mouth. And I'll never forget that the lady walks over and she's like, honey, don't put that in your mouth, and like tries to like get it out. And I was like, Jamie, get over here, dude. And I just named him too. Not that anybody knows that. So.
Oh, okay. When knows who he is. Jamie, you're my man. You're the man.
Hey, he's got no regrets, that's for sure, man. I got a couple other ones, but I'll leave it at that for now.
That's a good one.
What's up, Mufasa?
Oh, not too much, man. Just hanging out.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
So this is what I was like talking about here for a while when I said like probably had the first dabs in Michigan and I almost died up there and owned the Best Buds and
nice. What year do you think that was, Jeff?
Oh, it was like the very first years of medical. What was that, Jasper?
Probably like 2012-ish.
Yeah, 12, 11.
Yeah. Maybe we were actually open before that too. We were probably open a couple of years, 2-3 years before that.
You ever smoke out that one bong yet? That fucking $50,000 bong or whatever you got?
I've got a few nice ones, but
he actually. So that's funny you say that. So when I was working there with him, he brought that in one day and like pulled it out, and everyone's just like, "Oh my god!" So it's like a pterodactyl that what was that? Elbow and Adam collab.
Yeah, I think I have it right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
so
a
it's
good
an
feature.
elbow glass and Adam G collab. He pulls it out of this Pelican case. We all look at it. Then he's like, "Here, take this home and shoot some cool photos of it." And I'm just like, we took one dab out of it because he was like, "Dab it up the whole time you got it. I don't care. Just try not to break it." I'm like, dude. So we did one dab out of it, didn't we? At the farm. Remember,
terrified
we
I'd
all
break
like did maybe two or three dabs out of it one night and then put it back.
It's
I was
at the
like,
shop.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
we break it.
Yeah, I used to hang out with a bunch of glass blowers, so we were on glass.
Nice. We got a shop here in Fort Collins called, I think, Kind Creations, I believe, and they'll get a featured person. It's pretty cool. I'm sure you've seen this before. They'll get a featured guy, and they'll come in and like there's a windows in the room.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Oh, have you guys ever been to Everdream Studio?
I feel like I've heard of it. Where's it at?
That's probably like the most famous glass blowing studio in the world. It's in Colorado. It's
it
up
Denver?
kind of by like Evergreen.
Oh no,
It's a little
I
outside
haven't
of Denver,
been there.
but
Oh yeah, I
I've been
just
to a
looked it up.
couple downtown, but in Denver, but not no big ones.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty cool though. I mean, it's like low key, but that's where a lot of like super high end stuff comes out of.
yeah. Once I got the Puffco Peak and kind of adapted to the E world, I haven't really gone back to the torch method. I got hot temp will get me, so I like being able to choose specific temp and get it there.
Yeah,
We'll have to get you.
We use the
Yep.
Puffco a lot. So like we use the Puffco
Oh, nice.
Delios quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And then we have like their little pens for like rolling around or whatever. They seem to work
Yeah.
pretty good or have a good temp to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a good product.
what's the hot new strains out there in Colorado?
Man,
Permanent ones.
like he said, I mean, everyone's crossing. Everybody seems to be crossing with either mac and cheese or GMO.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking of right now is 14er. And if you're familiar with 14ers grow out here,
Yeah,
yeah, they do. They almost just about everything that they bring out is pretty high quality for a good price. But 710's got a lot of like we're big on. I get a little spoiled obviously because we
Sure.
the discounts and the samples and all that. So
Yeah, they have great
SB36 from
product.
710, little Starburst in
There you
there.
go, Jeff. There's what I've been smoking on lately.
nice.
Got them. I can't do this.
Skittles seems to be in everything right now.
The OG's
Yeah.
been really hot here. It's been winning a lot of competitions and seems to be
I was
real
telling-
popular.
Jasper that the permanent marker has flooded back this way, and it's been
It has.
mixed into some stuff that we haven't had since for a while. So that's been pretty popular as well.
Yeah, Randy Watson, Gary Payton, and Runts are crossed with everything. It seems like
For sure.
Gary.
Yeah,
Payton.
same here. Yeah. I like to see some good old school OG though.
But yeah, I was telling I talked to one of my original guys, Bloom County, and his name's Chad. He's a good dude, and he literally like is one of the OGs in the market too. He had like White Widow, legit Blue Dream, Gorilla Glue, like the original cuts, not the
Sure.
stuff. So, it was really cool. Super like actual Super Silver Haze, Golden Goat, the stuff that all the old heads come in and ask, and we don't have anymore because everything's criss and crossed.
You guys hooked up with Canorado at all?
No, I was telling Ed that and Jasper
He
brought it
has
up too.
really badass seeds. I've run a lot of his gear over the years. He's a great dude, but
You
you
should.
guys should check him out. He's out your way. He's always way ahead of the game on that stuff. A lot of the good breeders and companies use his gear.
Okay, I'll have to look into it because right now we're doing all right. We sell our own clones like wildfire. You can't keep them on the shelf.
That's cool.
They're it's huge out here, and they do a good job. The TGS team gets them going good, and they're a good price, and can't beat that, dude.
Heck
Easy
yeah.
does it.
That's cool.
Well, we got to get y'all a visit out here for sure. We'll give you a full tour. I'm sure, depending on how they see this video, if the guys in the company will give you a tour and give you a lowdown, it'll be fun.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool. Haven't been there in a
I'm
minute.
sure. I'm sure you've seen everything, huh, Jeff, over your years?
I've seen a
Pretty
lot.
much.
Yeah.
Well, even before, like
before it went legal, these two
long before it was legal, we were all doing all sorts of fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, I mean, before it was legal, it was really the heyday. It's kind of been downhill since then, honestly. When we were selling weed in college, it was $70 for like a really, really good eighth of weed. 60, $70, $50 was completely normal, but we had like really, really good weed way more ahead of the time back then. You know, we had, great strains and we're hooked up with the right people back then. But
Nice.
yeah, I used to pay 6,400 for pounds. Like
Damn.
the best weed was 6,400, and it was all $70 an eighth, and it was sold the second I got it. There's no way you could ever get enough of it. It was just a totally different monster. But yeah, we grew up in college selling weed, and that was the market then. And I don't know, when I was about a senior or maybe a junior in college, we started growing, and the first pounds we grew were like $5,200, and it was like pretty mediocre stuff. It was pretty wild back then.
When you were making the oil, were you just throwing like just the remnants into a little oven pan and throwing in the oven?
We were like open blasting, and then we had to back up and cooked it down. Like,
it was the most amazing fuck. How dare you not like really go in to what you were doing?
Just downplayed it so bad.
It was like, what was it? Like 45 in a row glass tubes, and you would set butane cans like all the way down, and then you would pull this lever and it would shoot all the butane into it, run the oil into a trough that ran down to like this collection.
That's amazing,
dude.
And then we had it on slide warmers to boil it most
gigantic cloud of butane ever.
It's like
so
no regulatory oversight, but done perfectly. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, we went from that to like PX1 eventually, but back in the heyday, yeah, when it was the early days.
Any of the closed loop stuff can be crazy, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. That was back in the shatter days when everybody wanted that.
Oh, it was a beautiful day that you'd sell it for $25 a gram.
Now
yeah, it was $40 a gram, dude.
My bad.
You could sell it to me for $25 a gram.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, awesome. I'm used to wax being like, when I first got in the industry, wax was 40. Ounces were 280. And yeah, that was, live resin was like 75, and it was the hot shit. Nobody ever said.
Then it was diamonds.
And then diamonds, and then rosin came around, and that was the hot shit. Still is.
We were in like the perfect time and like the perfect little bubble, because when we all graduated college, the housing market collapsed. So I literally paid $24,000 for my first like 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house with a big basement, and we upgraded it to 400 amps, and I had 40,000 watts flowering in there. That was like first grow right out of the rip. But
can y'all see that?
Houses were free then.
Flavored gummies.
I did not see that.
Can y'all? How about that?
Yeah, it was kind of like the perfect storm.
We're on national television right now, Limpy. I don't know if you know that.
That's in Mexico, though, so don't worry about it.
I mean, that's why you live in Mexico.
I told you, them things are fucking. That's just day one of flower.
Those are pretty, man.
Those are what, about waist high?
Yeah. Well, they're in a 3-gallon. They're in the 3-gallon pot in the auto pot system, but yeah, that tip up there only 5 foot. This one over here, I'm fixing to put in there, and I forgot I bought a new light too. So,
About to have
I thought Jeff was going to come around the corner with like a straight up plan.
Look at the OG jar.
I think there's a sticker of that somewhere in like the green solution or somewhere.
Man, I've seen that somewhere. Yeah,
I've seen that multiple places.
That's so awesome.
Where have I seen that at?
Probably in
It
the
might have been
bathroom at like a bar, but still,
It might have been a different dispensary, actually. It might have been.
that's awesome.
that strip club.
Hey,
Oh boy, is it the strip club? Oh, and what was the other one? The other line?
I couldn't even guide you to one of those these days.
What was the other question, Ed? Do you remember?
Okay, so worst hotel.
If you could go back and change anything,
There you go. There you go.
I mean, you can't go back and like,
Change the past. You can't
change.
change the
I
past.
can't change the past, like you invent Google or become a millionaire, but you can go back anytime and relive from there, and then work your way back. Is there anything, or are you good right now?
I mean, can I go to like the 70s and 80s?
Yeah, you can go wherever you want.
Yeah, man, I just want to go there. I mean, that sounds pretty good. They got, weed was legal, LSD and all that was all pretty new. And was it everybody was high anyways with weed not being legal. And
Peace,
clubs
love,
and
peace,
parties and
love,
all that.
and
Peace, love, and
yeah,
all that. And then you get into like the 90s, 80s with the like retro vibes and all that. And then you get 90s where you got like rock and all that coming in. I like it. I could go for it.
yeah. What part of Alabama were you from?
Huntsville originally.
Huntsville. What's the biggest change between uh,
Oh.
between Alabama and Colorado? I already know, but
Besides weed, obviously,
yeah,
it's the fact that the shade actually cools you off. I didn't know that was.
Yeah.
It was 92 degrees in July, and I was like, I can't break a sweat. And I go in the shade, and I'm like, it's cooler over here. Like what? Like in the south,
Yeah.
it's just hot everywhere. You're in Mexico.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, man. So I can't do the humidity, man. I can't do it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the weather out here, the people out here, the culture, obviously, we being legal, and then it really just the people I've met, the things. It's just in the winter there's always something to do, in the summer there's always something to do. It's just like it's just good weather, good people. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You ain't gonna get me to go to Texas. I can tell you that right now. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Yeah. Well, somebody said
might take a trip down there during some certain time, but yeah,
maybe
you're
like
right.
that. I've been to Dallas, Fort Worth.
yeah. What was it? Somebody said, what I need to pack for, and when I go to Texas in July, and they said, have you ever been to hell? Just pack the same thing.
Like just pack for that.
Yeah, just pack whatever you took to hell.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's pretty violent here for about 3 or 4 or 5 months of the year.
Totally.
Hell, we're supposed to be it's supposed to be 90 degrees here sometime this week. It's already back up to 90 degrees.
It's
There was
supposed
winter.
to
That
be
was fun.
70 tomorrow here, but I don't know because it chilled out pretty quick today.
It sure did. So Jeff, you just roll that blunt on the spot.
Yeah.
He's the king.
Nice.
Dude,
He's the king. You are.
Dude, I was like talking. You got me talking about weather for like 32 seconds. And I look down and dude's already got a blunt smoked, like it's half smoked.
On one hand,
I'll
I
have to
kind of
do
wish
that
I
for
was
you
there to
guys
hit it.
sometimes. I'm pretty sure I have the record for the fastest blunt roller. We've done it before.
Oh,
but-
we were supposed to do that on here, weren't we?
Yeah.
I have
Oh yeah.
I can break down a swisher, break down the weed, and roll it in 17 seconds.
Holy shit.
That's
wild.
fucking that's
That's an OG for sure. I'm slow and like meticulous with it. Like
I'm not a roller, I'm a coner. You know what I mean?
that's fair. Coner, I hardly know her. Dude, Jasper's been over there just rolling joints left and right too. I see you. You've been rolling.
He
The whole
usually
Yeah,
has
we
a
don't
roller,
ever
but-
stop, man.
Like
I've-
literally,
it's a
just
problem.
I can hear the paper every like couple minutes. It's a new paper. It's impressive.
I got a story with Jeff. I'm sitting. See, I smoke weed, but I don't smoke when I'm working. When I'm about to flag races and stuff. All right. So we tore one on the night before, after the race. So and I said I'm going no pregame this morning. Blah 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 blah. So, well, I'm sitting outside. Just chilling. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what I'm doing up so early. But Jeff comes rolling by, rolling a fucking joint, and he's like, "Hey!" And he comes by and he's like, Take a hit off, smoke with me. Jeff rose up. You don't say no to Jeff Berry. Uh, so
Oh
I
man.
don't know. We smoked. I don't know. I think I took 2 or 3 hits off that thing, and I was cooked. I was done. And this, like I said, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. We're not starting, and we're not drivers meeting until or the yeah drivers meeting in like 2 in the afternoon. I was fucked up from 9 o'clock till 2 o'clock on them 3 hits. I don't know what the fuck he had in that motherfucker,
10 out of 10.
but oh, it fucking hit like a motherfucker.
Yep. That's that best bud, apparently.
Oh
Were
shit!
those ones we were making? You were making that one year in that one thing?
Yeah, that might have been. I'm not sure. I
There's
think I
like
just smoked a blunt of some like 517 with him.
I know he come up behind me when we were doing
Table.
the table Thursday night that one year,
Yeah.
and he gave me a hit, and I don't know what I thought I was smoking like embalming
Shank,
fluid.
right? Oh.
embalming.
No, it was Jeff. This was Jeff, and I take a hit off that mofo, and I instantly go down, and I'm like, God dang! And I turn around and look, and he's laughing at me. He's smiling, and I give it to Floyd. Uh, he takes a hit off that mofo, and he almost doubles over too.
I did
And
too.
Jeff's over here just laughing at us like y'all amateurs.
Just wanders back off. Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
See you.
Real quick, can I flip the script and ask if Ed will allow a story on Ed?
Ooh,
One
go for it.
like funny, maybe embarrassing, maybe something to give him hell at work about.
Well, now you definitely got to tell it.
They're asking. He's asking you to.
No, I'm
not
asking
me.
you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ain't telling nothing
I
on
don't
here.
think
I'm
I
gonna
have
get
a
in
good
trouble.
one. He's always been cool.
Yeah.
He's a cool OG guy.
One thing I thought was really cool is that one year you brought those like rosin slivers, and that was new to us.
Was that the little sticks?
Yeah, you'd like slide them in.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. we're
What
talking
company
about
was that? I already forget. It's been like I
that.
said. Our shit's like underwear. It changes daily, so it's so hard to keep up with.
But turbo stick things. I remember those.
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
Tried,
turbo
bro.
stick. Yep.
Yeah, those things were sweet. And make any joint. And so you can roll that blunt over there, Jeff, and then just slide that thing in there, and then
Yeah, that's cool.
It was like a
And it's just-
toothpick,
yeah, it's
but it
full
was
of fucking
rosin
resin.
stick. It was
Yeah.
a dry rosin stick. How about Jasper? Did you try those? I didn't really care for them, but the dips. Did I bring those to you that one time?
Please take the Wana dips. Just please take them.
Remember I told you I had the dip pouches? I think I brought those.
Oh yeah, I didn't take one.
No, I
No,
left them.
actually-
I don't know who
They're
got
actually
them.
not
but somebody
bad.
did.
We just had too
Something
many of
different.
them. They're actually pretty good.
But
No, I haven't tried those yet.
Was that lean shit?
no. What was it? What's the name of that shit called?
Now we all got too stoned to think about it.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Fucking-
Marvin Harrison Jr.
I'm pretty fucking high.
Is he going off? Because I got him.
Yeah, he is, dude. He's got
Yeah.
20 points right now. He just
Oh,
saved
hell
my week. Like, if he didn't do that, I thought for sure I was losing.
You know why?
So,
Because
like,
his
Yeah, it wasn't
daddy,
looking good.
went on social media and called out Arizona. He
What
basically
are y'all talking about?
Marvin Harrison went on
Junior.
social media because his son plays for the Cardinals and basically called him out and said it's unwatchable and you can put that on the record that he said that. And
Oh, they're playing.
I thought
they
yeah,
they up 17-7 on them cowgirls.
So that's
Oh,
important.
Cowboys, my fault.
yeah. Whoever. I don't know. I'm an Eagles fan. So.
I know, right? Did you know what happened today? You got
I heard they got traded. Somebody traded or something.
the jersey I bought for this fucking NFL season for the Miami Dolphins is who you got. Jalen Phillips
Oh, yeah?
got traded to the Eagles. Yeah, he's
Oh,
kind
boy.
of been
Got
injury
traded?
prone, but
Did you say Waddle got traded?
No, Phillips, Jalen Phillips.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was gonna say they traded Waddle.
They're
Dude,
not.
they
They
said
can't
that they were
afford to
taking
trade.
offers on him.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere. Chubb might leave, and if anything, don't be surprised if Tua gets traded in the off season.
They said they'd take a first round pick for Waddle on my fantasy app.
What's your opinion on the coach?
Fucking get the fuck out too.
He done.
I mean, what's going to change? You're going to bring in a new GM, and we're going to have the
I
same.
just feel like he has a
team
super
that
bad
everybody's
attitude.
already adapted to. Well, everybody's adapted to his shit, man. When he was new to the system, nobody could stop him because nobody knew what the hell he was doing. Well, now, just like when Peyton Manning was doing all the Omaha, they figured that shit out and they slowed him down. Well, they slowed down this coach, and in my opinion, just like I told my boss, if you was to take Tua out of our lineup and put him on any other team right now, no matter how good or bad they are, he ain't going to be worth a broke dick because all he knows is Mike McDaniel's offensive coordinating system. And that's why our team struggles so bad when Tua hits his head and is not in the game. It's because nobody else can fucking run that shit. It's too complicated. And that's the honest to God truth. And it's been 4 years. It's been 35 years for my life, but 4 years of his fucking shitty stuff. It's time to go, man. It's time for them to overhaul that whole thing. And I'm okay with next year being a whole complete wash as well, as long as they stick to the guns and do what Detroit did. Do what the fucking teams that really mean something to their city are doing. You know what I mean? Green Bay went out and made a splash. They're always going to be in the running. You know, the Bears have flipped their fucking script. Nobody ever thought that would work. I mean, it's time for Miami to do the same thing.
Preach, Ed.
But that's what I think about that coach. See you.
I thought his attitude's real bad lately. Like the way he's treating the players seems off. And
Well, yeah, now he's trying to make a statement, and it's too late, man. Your statement should have been made 2-3 years ago when things went south and started to go south, when Tyreek started his rants. And, you know, people already forgot about that all of a sudden because they were worried about what's going to happen with him. But I just think it needs to be all completely overhauled. And you know what? I will say this. He's going to go to another team out there eventually and be a hell of a fucking coordinator.
Hey, Edward over there shooting shots at Tua right out of the gate, man. In the comments, can Tua stay? You think?
Nah, I think you have to move on from him. You really do. Look at Drake May in New England. Who would have ever dreamed of that? Look, you know, there's people going out there, and Sam Darnold has been balling out from team to team. You've got to make a risk, Paul. You've already wasted 4 years on it. I think it's too late.
I hear you, dude.
I mean, I don't know. You could blame it on the offensive line. You could blame it on the coach. You could blame it on the whole thing. It's the team all the way around, and it has to change.
There's definitely a coaching problem there for sure.
Yeah, but if you want to how about some positive talk? How about them?
You boys.
That's right.
Put some respect on them, right?
That's right, man.
Respect on that name.
When you look up winning in the dictionary, Siggy's face is right next to that shit.
I already hear a bunch of the coordinators are being talked about for other jobs.
Yeah, enjoy it for the 1 year. They're going to yank your people, man. That's what happens.
Well, that's all right. After we win it this year, that's how every team. You know, Ohio State's been like that for years, right?
For sure. Sig's staying too. That's what matters.
Yeah, Sig's there. Sig's going to stay. I know you're more of a State fan, right? Both of you guys.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to this last game of the regular season with Ohio State and Michigan. I really want to see the outcome of that. That's when the cookie will crumble, I believe. If Michigan beats them,
Underwood better play a lot better.
Well, he's wishy-washy. He plays good 1 week, shitty the next. Good 1 week, shitty the next. I think that's still they're getting used to all the changes they had to go through.
Yeah.
I mean, that's their fault, but obviously we won't talk about his team because they've ran college football for way too long. So it's time for somebody else to get in there. Yeah.
Alabama. I was saying earlier, we were watching the game and I was like, it's a down year. My buddy walks up, he's like, you're ranked 4th. And I was like, yeah, it's a down year.
He was
but
Taylor was about to hang himself after the
Last
week
year.
1 loss. No, after
Shit.
week 1 loss.
Oh,
Fire them
that-
all, get them, just like I was doing about the
Nope, it was coaching. It was coaching. It
doing
was
the same
coaching,
thing
bro.
about Alabama.
You're damn right. You're damn right. It was coaching. Ty Simpson showed up. They got it together. But you're right, dude. That's funny.
Yeah.
Dude, I could talk ball all day. My computer's going to force a restart. That's why it kicks me out. It's going to force a restart on me.
No
here in a
worries,
second.
man. And we got the questions in. We greatly appreciate you. I'll let Jasper and Limpy kind of finish it out there.
Yeah.
Appreciate
thank
you
so
coming
much
on,
for
bro.
coming on.
Oh, yeah. Good hanging with you guys.
More than
About
welcome to
Yeah, nice to meet you, bud.
to come on anytime.
Cool. I'm down, man.
Say the word.
Shoot some shit. I'll be down. And I'll have some more follow-ups, too. I might bring on a story about Ed, too. I'll keep that for next time. We'll tease the peeps.
There you go. That'll work.
Good meeting you, Jeff, as well. Good meeting you, Olympian. Absolutely,
seeing
guys. Absolutely. You too,
Y'all have
Jasper.
a
Y'all be
good
good,
one.
man. Ed, see you tomorrow, boy.
You have a good one.
In my doc.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
See ya.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll
Roll Tide.
Good cat, man. See, I told you it'd be a good interview. A good dude. I've known him now for a couple years.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I'm glad Jeff came on because you know what? I have a lot of resemblance, and I think of all of our stories about Jeff when it comes to him sometimes at work and stuff. I'm like, man, he's just
Yeah, that's cool.
knowledgeable.
I've actually been there before, like before I knew you guys and stuff. I've been to
Right.
you guys before.
That's what I was telling Taylor too. I was like, I'm pretty sure Jeff you hung out with Laser Cat for a little while, right?
Yep.
And now we're the leading Laser Cat store pretty much in Colorado, minus their own little, off-site thing. And that's because his assistant manager is a Laser Cat nut and knows every person that works there and all that shit. So we just started running specials this year for the first time ever, where they do a week of you come in and buy a Laser Cat product, you get another one for $1. And I'm telling you what, dude, it's unbelievable how much it moves traffic.
Special request some private reserve OG flour or rosin too.
We've got thumbprint. We got some cool stuff, man.
Private reserve OG is the name of the strain. It's like my favorite weed from them.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Tell them to quit holding out.
They are stinged. That you got to beg and beg. But that's cool shit, man. I'm glad you got to come on. I'm glad to get to see you again.
For sure. Yeah, you too, buddy.
Jasper, Limp, before I cut out real quick, I just wanted to let you guys know, like I said, hopefully, if you guys want, we can bounce back, do this again maybe next week. And then,
game on.
We'll go from there.
However, Limp, he's feeling, we'll just run off that.
Yeah, and we'll have holidays coming up, so we'll bounce around that as well, and then your guys' PRI and bullshit. But thanks for letting me do that. Thanks for being part. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know the deal. One more time before I get out of here.
I'm not going.
What's that? You're not?
I said, if Limpy don't go, I'm not going. It's about the only reason I'd go is to go hang with him.
I want to go so bad, but it'd be a fight at home, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyways, before I get out of here, make sure you guys check us out every Friday, wherever you listen to your podcast at. It's the E's and B's podcast. Shout out to our sponsors, Major Performance and Dyno, 1219 Snaps Ferry Road, Greenville, Tennessee. The War in the Woods fall champion, Dustin Shelton. That's Major Performance and Dyno for all your no prep bike needs. The baddest man on the light, the GOAT himself, back in action, GM of West X Abilene. That's my boy, Limpy. And last but not least, driver of Downgrade, driver of Optimus Primer, my boy, host of the Smoke Show, Jasper Graham. Shout out to those sponsors who make the podcast happen each and every week. Check us out this Friday. We'll break down what happened in the sporting world, give you our thoughts, our predictions. Once again, thank you, fellas. We appreciate you so much. Shout out to the chat. Check us out. Peace.
Later, Ed.
Later.
So I went to the seed seller to grab some seeds for a buddy like a day or two ago. I was smoking with Crystal and she was asking like, what's up with the Smoke Show? Why aren't we doing it anymore? Oh,
yeah.
That's funny. You guys are on here.
Chris, the girls are more than welcome to come on. They haven't been hitting me up at all. I'll hit them up. We'll bring them on next week, maybe.
They're asking about you guys.
I'm sure all our viewers miss them.
Yeah, we can get them on for sure.
So, are you flagging the backside this weekend, Richards?
No, his guy is.
Okay,
I'm just gonna be there. You
that's
know,
kind of nice just to hang out.
do the work deal. The you know, be the track boss. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Yeah. And then following weekend, I go to Georgia for Corley's deal.
Yeah, man, I wanted to go to that kind of. The one in
Yeah.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks like a fun one. I did get all my mid-plate stuff made today. So we can put the car back together now.
No word from Moran yet.
No, but it should be. I think I'm supposed to call him next week or something. I'll have to look at my text again. He said call him in 6 weeks. I think it's been almost 6 weeks. Yeah.
Whew.
What are you
If
smoking
Limpy
on,
goes,
Limpy?
Do what?
What are you smoking on?
I was smoking on some. Who was it? White Runs, I think. I
Nice.
mean, it was a buddy of mine that grew it, so I was smoked a little bit of what was left of that, and then I think I got some um, shit. Bruce Banner.
Hell
I got
yeah.
probably about
Dude,
I got about a half, probably about an ounce of that or so left.
we used to grow Bruce Banner back in the day, and it's one of the most finicky strains I've ever grown, dude. And I probably grew it, I'd say I grew it 20 or 30 times at least. One time I grew that shit and it tasted like fucking grapefruit OG, and it was some of the best weed I ever grew. And we could never get, couldn't repeat it regularly. Like occasionally it would come out like that, but yeah, when we hit that right, it tasted like literally tasted like grapefruit. It was crazy.
That's like when the old lady throws something together on, and she brings it to me, and I'm like, God dang, this is good. What is it? She goes, I don't know. I just threw a bunch of stuff together. I said, well, can you duplicate it? She's like, probably not. And I'm like, God dang.
Yeah. Some strains are like that, just like, and that's what sucks about weed, honestly, because most of the weed that I like is hard to grow or it's like lower yielding. And with the way weed is gone and the price of pounds and stuff, nobody really grows good weed anymore. Like
Yeah,
it's you kind of have to grow what's less likely to get mold or mildew or stunted in small buds and put out a third of what the other stuff would. So just people can't afford to take the risk anymore. But
that's why I
when
just went with two, and I just got two in there, and I don't know if they're for me and my buddies and shit. So I ain't gonna try to fucking win the cannabis cup with it, but I'm putting a little love into it.
yeah, I'm sure it'll be good, definitely. But if you're growing like weed and you get 200 pounds of permanent marker or you get 100 pounds of private, no one's paying double for the good weed. So
No,
like it doesn't add up from like a production aspect or like the business end. That was what was cool about our little like bubble and place and time. The weed was so expensive that the best weed, brought the best money, and it was worth it to like put everything into it and to grow, tougher strains or strains that yielded less. That stuff's like pretty few and far between these days, honestly.
well, I mean, it's why you see cookies
Shout out.
huffing.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only like really, really good weed I see in Michigan in the store is Aaron's weed. That like Premier 517 or private. It's
That's got
definitely
a few.
like
The Jade,
The J Breezy's not that bad. What's one of the ones you were bringing over for a minute there?
Boss runs, probably.
Yeah, but who? No, not from
Oh.
420. You were buying someone's weed before 420 even existed. Remember, you got all mad at him and would think about him every time you went to the bathroom at night and want to kill him and wake up from a dead sleep.
Like Special Playing Gardens. Special
This dude gets so mad about some shit. It's so awesome. Oh man.
But yeah, a lot of the weed now is just watered down version, and the weed that I like, or the only really weed that I really like, is good, true old school OG shit, which I don't see a lot of people growing it anymore.
Yeah.
It's real like susceptible to everything, so it's not that likely everyone kept it alive for 15 years either, or wanted to keep taking a hit on it. So it's pretty rare weed. It's not like runts or permanent marker or GMO type of stuff that's like everywhere. Everybody has it.
It's not hard to grow.
I bet you that's one of those drones.
Yeah.
I bet it is.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that race in Georgia looks pretty cool. Have you been out there before, Limpy?
Yeah, I went to. Well, it was a while ago. It was when the first Knights went out in Georgia. The very first one. That was the
Yeah.
first time I went out there, and I mean that was probably 10 or 12 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Probably maybe even longer than that.
Yeah, I was kind of looking around to see if there was anything cool. I was talking to Mork the other day, looking to see if anything was going on in Florida this year, but it doesn't
Fuck
look
that
like
guy.
there's a whole lot going on for no prep stuff.
Yeah. Got the one backside of Orlando. And that's the only
Okay.
one that I know of. The
Are you doing that?
after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
Okay.
like
That's
like
cool.
they did last year. Was it the last year that we went
Yeah,
down there, or was it
maybe
the year
we could go
before?
to that, Jasper, the Orlando backside. That's only
Yeah,
like
I'm
an
in.
hour
Whatever
and a
you.
half.
Well,
Well,
I
that's only like
imagine
an
if we
hour and
get
a
the
half or an
5
hour from
speed
my parents.
and get the 5-speed in, we're probably going to want to go down to Georgia,
Yeah,
down to
with
Fuel
Garrett.
Tech. Yeah, and have them help us wire it and put it on the hub dyno real quick, go off the brake, get it kind of set up where we think we shift and stuff. And then that way we don't have to like just it over and over again down the track trying to figure it out. I think I just lost
Yeah.
internet.
No, you're still there.
Yeah, I'm hoping maybe we can even get it going
But
here
yeah.
and run it at Moran's on the hub dyno before we even go to Garrett too.
Well, Garrett can remote in at Moran's.
Okay.
The main reason is either I got to wire it or we got to get it to Garrett to wire. Or I
Yeah.
guess I could probably measure everything and send it to him and then he could build it and send it.
How many wires could there be?
Every one of those solenoids, 5 solenoids, a trans brake, the lockup.
A lot of shit, huh?
A lot of shit. Yeah, it's not just a trans brake anymore. One wire. You hook up and call it a day. Now there's a lot of wires. It's going to be
Yep.
amazing. We need a drive shaft too, I'm imagining. Actually, didn't he say what we were? I think he asked what we were running, and it's going to have a 400 back or something, and maybe it's the same length tail shaft. I can't remember. We might
I don't
not
think
need a drive
so.
shaft.
I don't know if you can even I think we do need a drive shaft, I'm pretty sure.
You've wanted a carbon one anyways, so we probably should. We definitely should get a better drive shaft than we have.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're definitely pushing the limits of that thing.
Yeah. Definitely. Like that's the same drive shaft in my car. You definitely should have something better than that.
Seemed to work pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh man. So Billy's been really kicking ass this year. I really like that white car.
It
Oh,
seems to be really fast. That last finish is like legendary, dude.
No
Like no
doubt. But
lie.
even
Like
even before that, you could just tell that fucking put him on a whole new level. Like he went from like fast to like you better watch the fuck out fast. It was pretty cool to see.
it's a sweet car. Like it's a sweet ass car. He's been doing it a long time too. He's a really good tuner and he understands surfaces really well and he's definitely put in the work.
Yeah, no doubt.
hmm
But yeah, that car is beautiful. It's such a good looking car.
And pretty simple, and you know what I mean.
Hopefully,
It's not like crazy over the top shit, but it's all works fucking badass. They did
hopefully
a
he
good
didn't hurt
job.
it in that wheelie too bad.
I mean,
There goes Marvin again.
from fixing all your fucking bent shit. I'm guessing he bet some shit on that, but oh, it was definitely worth it.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was such a cool race to watch.
Yeah, he's got all that same heavy shit up front we do, and it doesn't like to do that.
No.
I don't know how hard he came down, but I'm
Well, he
imagining.
has less travel up front than us too. I'm almost positive because
Yeah.
they were struggling to get a strut on that thing at Tin Soldiers and keep that ride height. So
Okay.
it was probably pretty violent coming down.
Yeah.
It said it didn't hurt anything.
Really? Fuck,
What
we bent the
Tommy?
K member and A arm. Shit.
Well, that's what Doug said. Tommy said.
Cracked the bell
Built like
housing.
a rock.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, maybe it just
Yeah.
must have not come
Yeah,
down
maybe
too
because of
bad.
how fast he was going, it glided down a little better than it looked. I don't know.
I was assuming the chute yanked it down and
Well, yeah,
whacked it
because this
hard, but
sparked really hard. It definitely looked like it bottomed out.
yeah, that's awesome though.
And I'll say this too: we checked ours to start and thought it was fine, and then once we really started looking at it, it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were putting it back together to go to a race. All of a sudden, you're like, looks like the A arm's all bent. And
Yeah, it really wasn't too bad. But it's not like it's pretty easy bolt on shit to fix, so you might as well fix it.
Yeah.
Probably could have even straightened out the
which doctor and
K
Ryan
member.
ran twice this last weekend?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That looked like two
He
really
ran
good
who?
races. Yeah, they were door to door.
Who is this?
Ryan and Witch Doctor.
Oh, Ryan and Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran
Yep.
twice this weekend.
Yeah,
They
that
were
car's
good races.
Yeah, both good races, but that dude's a problem too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I feel everyone that builds those cars that are like perfectly set up with the motor way back and stuff, you're gonna do some work. And obviously, like I love blowers. They break shit. And like he said on your guys' podcast, he was got a custom built 2-piece pan so he can cram bearings in it every time passes because he's pulling so much timing and shit.
Yeah. Which is a fucking
But
brilliant
man,
idea.
they fucking work good. Like
He can change the bearings without pulling the motor, which is fucking so badass.
yeah, that's definitely a huge
Definitely
bonus.
next level shit. I don't see anyone else doing that.
Oh, man.
But it's a pretty good setup.
Yeah, he's doing really good. And Devin
I
seems
just
like a
don't-
really awesome dude.
It's still a lot of work, dude. You're putting in a lot of work at that point. Whether
Yeah, that's
whether
just
you
where
have
it's
to pull the
getting
motor or not. Yeah.
on that fast
Yeah.
shit.
For sure.
And
Oh,
really,
no.
his is probably wearing the bearings out more when he has to go slow than fast.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
As crazy as that is.
Yeah, they were both good runs though.
Yeah, door to door all the way down.
Yeah.
So that was definitely cool for the fans.
Yeah.
What are you
I
getting
think
into
the
tomorrow,
Tabers
Jasper?
did something tomorrow. I don't know. Mark will probably call and I'll have to go work on something at some point, but maybe not.
That's cool.
I gotta take the kids to school in the morning.
Did
I
you see
did
that deer I
photos
shot?
today. The what?
The deer I shot?
No. Is that on Facebook or something?
No, it was in our fantasy group chat.
Oh man, those guys talk so much. I don't check it that often. They're constantly
Yeah.
talking shit to each other.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. I'll be expecting hunter sticks.
Right. Yeah, we should have some in a few days. I just dropped it off this morning.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Well, cool, guys. I'm gonna fucking get off of here, but I'll catch up with you guys next time.
All right. Thanks for
Appreciate
jumping
it.
on, buddy.
All right, have a good one, guys.
You too,
All
man.
right. See ya.
Later. Ah, that was a good one,
I'll
man.
hear
That was
you
a good one.
I know. I had fun. We'll do it again next Monday if you're feeling good.
Yes, sir.
We'll
Hope
get
y'all
some
enjoyed it.
weed guys.
Or maybe we can get
Hell yeah.
get the girls back on here too. So maybe we can do that. We can
I'll
have
talk to them.
all kinds
If
of.
they're wanting to come on, we'll get them on.
All right, people. Y'all have a good evening. Later.